Alright, you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you my brow routine. And let me go ahead and I did the rest of my makeup, so this is kind of what I'm working with. I've got like a really big scar from childhood here where the hair doesn't grow, and it's just generally sparse. And also, I don't have a scar on this side, but it really doesn't grow in the arch. Naturally, my my brows go kind of like, the hair goes down onto this kind of part of my lid, and it's just a straight line. Like, I don't naturally have an arch, so I've plucked so that I can create an arch. But, yeah, I know that it's kind of a hot mess, right? I mean, I don't have a lot to work with, but I just wanted to show you guys what I do for people out there who maybe don't have a lot of, like, tail to work with. I know that sounds funny, but, so... And I want to show you also because of what a difference it makes, kind of like framing the face. Now, I do use a lot of products. You don't have to use all the products that I use, but this is just what I do. And sometimes I skip a step or two. I do use a primer on the skin here, just because we are putting product directly onto the skin and not so much, because it's pretty bald right here. And this, like, if you have oil in this kind of area, it's going to break down the product, and you do not want your brows melting off halfway throughout the day. So I use this Stay Matte primer, but you can use any eyeshadow primer too. Also, a few other things I want to mention. If you are, these are just the rules of thumb that I kind of go by, as far as like the whole, like where everything goes. You can take like a pencil or something, and your brow should start right here, like level with your nostril, and then it should end. You take the same kind of measurement, and you go from your nostril to the corner of your eye up, and it should end right here. So that's how you know where it ends. The arch, you can go through the tip of your nose, through your pupil, and like create that line that way. And so this is where your arch is going to hit. Now you can have a high arch, a small arch, you can do whatever kind of arch you want. But now because I have brown hair, I use a darker set of products to fill in with, but you're going to have to find what works for you. Sorry, I should probably show you what I'm using. I start with this e.l.f. brow kit. I use the shade Dark. And here. I'm going to use my mirror. So I start like this and kind of create like a little squared off edge, because I think that's just how I like to do it. Some people like a rounded edge. I just like a squared off edge. And then I like to create the arch, under part of the arch first. So I'll start where there's hair, and then I'll take it up to about there, and then I'll just curve it down. Sometimes I end up with a really nice curve. Sometimes I end up with something that looks kind of scary. And it's just kind of different every day, but anyways. And then I'll go along the top and kind of like connect that. And now we're getting to the part where the arch is, and so we're just gonna curve down and then connect the line. And the tail, it'll start off kind of thick here, and then it'll, like, the line gets thinner as you go out. So that's basically the outline. And then I'm gonna go on the other side and do the same thing. And since my brows aren't symmetrical to begin with, sorry, it's hard to talk with my hand in front of my face. They're not going to be symmetrical when I end either, or look exactly alike, but the point is to get it as close as possible. Sometimes if these hairs in the front get like too wild and bushy and crazy, I spoolie them up, I brush them up, and then trim anything that is overgrowing the line or the border where I want them to be. But yeah. So I'll just do the same thing on this side. And then curve it down and connect it. Okay, so there's the basic outline. Obviously looking better, but still a lot of work to do. I like to go in with the same kind of like gel product and just fill in that little, it's like a coloring book basically. You just color inside the lines. I used to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil to do this part, but I found that I was going through it too fast because this is a lot of space to fill in and it's kind of an expensive product. So the brow gel from e.l.f. works well too. I really want to try the Dip Brow pomade from Anastasia too. I heard it's like waterproof and awesome. So let me just kind of comb everything back up. Okay, so now I'm going to take my pencil here and just kind of create a more solid line that I started with the other one. Okay, there's that one. And then, sorry, I know you guys can't see when I turn my head that way, so we'll try. Okay, so there's that. See, already much better. Then to set it, and I do have to set it because otherwise these products will not be staying on my face, I use this matte brown from this Too Faced palette. You can use any matte brown shadow, or rather whatever matches the brow color anyway. And I just press it into these kind of baldy patches. It's kind of harder to do this part because yeah, but it does give it a more like natural appearance. And then I fill in my scar too on the side. Just kind of dot it in there and press it. By the way, this is a small angled brush from e.l.f. And so go up here. I like the arch to be really clean if possible. Alright, so that's pretty much it. And then I take a wax or a clear, usually a clear gel. You can spray these with hairspray if you're like super bushy and want to do that. And sometimes I do that, but for today I'm just going to comb them up and help kind of keep these in place throughout the day. Okay. This part never ever wants to stay, so it needs a little extra help. Alright. So I'm going to let that set for a second. An additional step, if you want to do it, totally not necessary, but if you like it, you can take like a concealer or a cream highlighting product and just go up under the high point of the arch here and just see what I did. I filled it in. You can do the same on the top. I'm not going to do that, I don't think, today. And then you just take a concealer brush or whatever you want to use and just blend it out. Just gives it a little bit more of a clean look. See, the nice thing about having side swept bangs is that if my brows don't look the same, you probably won't really notice it because my bangs kind of hide this left one. But, alright. Let's see. This hair does not want to stay. I have to get out the wax. Alright. So there we have it. That's pretty much it. So you can see what a difference. Let me get my hair down. Alright. My bangs don't want to cooperate today. That's fine. I need to get them trimmed. Alright, so there is the finished product. Obviously it makes a huge difference. It frames your eyes totally differently and makes you look a little less scary. So thumbs up if you like this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!